Well, that's a very good question, but I'm afraid the answer is complicated because when you look at the market for emulsion polymers, it's a very fragmented market in terms of application. So emulsion polymers are used in paper, they're used in carpet, paints and coatings. So to understand the change that affects the emulsion polymer market or the synthetic latex polymers, you need to understand the changes that are happening in each and every single application. Well, we can discuss maybe about the changes that are affecting the largest consuming application. So, for instance, if we look at the paper application, here what we would find is the long-term trend of switch from paper media to digital media that is affecting the consumption of paper and in turn the consumption of emulsion polymers in that application. In the same time, what we're seeing, at least in Europe and in the USA, is an upward trend when it comes to packaging applications that are a subset of paper applications, which are creating some new opportunities for synthetic latex polymers. When it comes to the paints and coatings applications, it's really the low VOC regulations that have been driving the market a certain direction for the last decade and continuing to do so, where, for instance, we would see a growth of vinyl acetate against other chemistries because a formulation with vinyl acetate does not require a plasticizer that would increase the VOC content of a formulation. Maybe we can take as a third example the carpet industry. In the carpet industry, the use of latex polymers is relatively constant because there's not a lot of change from a technological standpoint, but here it's macro factors that are affecting the consumption of synthetic latex polymers. For instance, the fact that less and less people do use carpets in their home and prefer hard flooring. So here it's really a negative effect that's coming from a factor influencing the overall industry that we see. Well, the major threat today is really coming from the economic environment and the potential slowdown of the economy we're facing. And that's notably true for the market of emulsion polymers because of the cyclical nature of a lot of its use application. If you look at construction, paints and coatings, adhesives and sealants, those are really cyclical applications and are going to be hit by a crisis if it comes. Same for the molded foam market, for instance, the paper market. So really, if a global downturn comes, the emulsion polymer market will be hit severely. Now, there's also other threats that are not as important, but that's notably a profitability issue that the overall industry is facing due to some overcapacities in some regions of the world.